Consuming dairy causes my face to be puffy, nasal drainage and congestion, bloating, diarrhea, passing gas that smells like it can wake the dead, and yeast infections. So I have to go dairy free. I'm going dairy free. And last year I started, right? That's the first year I started using lactate because I really did not understand how big of a problem this was causing for me. But this year, listen, using lactate pills is like a mindfuck because I'm ingesting this to stop me from getting sick from that. How about you just stop getting sick from that by not eating it? Right? That's what makes sense to me. Gut health impacts your overall health. I fully understand that if I continue eating dairy, it is very likely that some point later in my life, I would have gut issues. That would make complete sense because you've been irritating your bowels from eating dairy for years. I want to live a long and healthy life. So if I know I'm intolerant to something, like I fully understand now all the things that happen when I consume this thing, I have to stop. I have to stop. Okay? And I thought about asking God to not make me intolerant to dairy. But when I thought about it, dairy is really low vibrational. Like when you really think about how you get milk, how you do all those things, sadness to the cows, it would be like asking God to make me immune to poison. And girl, why? Make it make sense. So it's a challenge to be dairy free, but it's not impossible, especially in 2024. There are so many options, and I have found a lot of dairy substitutes. So I have not been consuming cow's milk for years now, right? So in my mind, milk was this one thing that I already knew was bad for you. I'm not doing that. But all of the dairy that comes from milk, I was still eating. So this year, I started off with a bang. I feel like it was a bang because I said no to cheesecake. I'm not even eating a scoop of cheesecake. I'm not eating any cheesecake. I'm not eating any ice cream. And I'm not having any mozzarella or soft cheeses. That was a January, February decision made. I'm not doing any of those things. Wasn't that hard. There are lots of substitutes to, ice cream and cream cheese and cheesecake and all that stuff. So I've been experimenting with lots of different ones. And I really have found ones that I like. I was concerned about pizza because I love pizza. But I've also found mozzarella substitute that I like. And then Mellow Mushroom also has a vegan cheese that they use on their pizza. So I can really, really feel like I'm having a regular pizza. Listen, milk, cheese alternatives, they're not real cheese, okay? It's not real cheese. It's not real cheese. But my palate has already changed when I went vegetarian. So there are a lot of flavors that I really enjoy that I didn't when I was growing up. And I think you can get adjusted to not having real cheese and really enjoying the alternatives that the people have. Right now, I'm using lactate pills maybe 2 or 3 times a week. That is a significant decrease from 3 times a day. When I started paying attention to all the things that have milk ingredients in them, I was having lactate snack, lunch, snack, dinner. I was really. So I'm really proud of myself that I have significantly decreased the amount of dairy that I consume. I pay a lot of attention to things that have milk in them, and I eat less of it, or I eat none of it, or I get an alternative to it. And my body is absolutely loving the decrease in dairy because I think, I forget what year it was. I remember going to one of my sister's graduation and for the first time being bloated. I had never really experienced just gas build up and, looking like you're 4 months pregnant. I had never really experienced that until then, right? This is in my 30s. I'm 34. So listen, not being bloated, not having yeast infections, girl, it's a yes, it's a win. And the yeast infections are not typical yeast infections. They're an overgrowth of candida, which just ends up being a thick discharge. But they feed on the sugar that's in milk and milk products. So that's why you get the yeast infections. Why did I have to learn that from my sister and, you know, watching somebody online versus my doctor never told me that? Why would my doctor not tell me that? So, you know, once I figured out all these things are connected because, you know, I have allergies, but I've also seen how dairy exacerbates my nasal issues. Like, girl, no. No. I really want to be happy and healthy for as long as possible, right? Up until the day I die, when I just decide, okay, I'm going now. I just want to feed my body the best, be the kindest to it, because it literally has to stay with me for decades. So mark my words, by the end of 2024, I will be saying that I'm dairy free. And I'm already so proud of what I've accomplished going into March. I feel really good in my body. And I'm thankful that I'm willing to do the hard things. Let me know if you have any allergy or intolerance to milk, dairy products. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.